So in this video, it's just to try and go back to our straight wire principles, align, level, overbite, overjet, space closure, detailing, and sort of take some of those lessons and use them for the aligners. So this client, dentist, patient still complaining of this rotation. Now we know rotations relapse super quick. We don't tend to notice it so much with fixed appliances because after you've aligned, you're then holding as you do leveling, overbite, overjet, space closure and everything. So you have some additional time for the periodontal ligaments, elastic fibers, to basically remodel. So writing, I can't remember, it's about the dates, 1980, maybe 1960s, 232 days for the periodontal ligament fibers. Now, this is where we started from, the initial set about a month ago. And if you just bear with me, we'll go into the digital setup to show you. So where I'm going with this is that you can't just stop aligners. Okay, stop's the wrong word. You can't just jump from wearing the aligners 22 hours a day to go into retention 6-8 hours a night, because there's just too much time during the day when they're not wearing it for it to relapse. So managing expectations, you need to educate the patient that there will be a slow transgression, maybe that's the wrong word, transition, that's the word, of dropping maybe 1-2 hours a week to slowly get them off it. But basically a good 6 months are still wearing the aligners during the day just to hold that correction. So simple rotation. I know we've got traffic cone effect, but not on the laterals because they're pretty flat. And with the shape memory one, you're getting a new aligner every day because you're rejuvenating it every day with the boiling water. So you don't need the refinements, you just need them to wear the aligner longer, as in, oh, we've corrected it, don't suddenly jump to retention. Okay, different story if you put a bonded retainer on. So what I tend to do is say, okay, make sure for a couple of days before you come, you remove it as minimal time as possible. And I really mean that. Just for eating, that's it. And then we'll book you an appointment first thing in the morning. So I'm sorry, you're probably gonna have to go without your breakfast because you don't take it out from the night before, because I want them to come like this. So that's where the initial was. That was the setup, and simple movement and the aligners will provide that, because I say the shape memory. And I go back, that's where she presented for refinements. That should have come out in the wash with that original one. Just needed to wear them more and not suddenly stop. So when you're consenting your aligner patients, when you've achieved the required tooth movement, you either nail it with a fixed retainer with that first thing in the morning appointment, or you slowly wear them down. So you give them, well, I would say if you went for a conventional pressure formed one, you would have a fresher liner every week to gradually go from 22, 20, 18, etc. hours for the periodontal ligament fibers to improve. Or, I mean, you could accelerate it. So again, we look at the work by Pinson from Birmingham in the 80s, Pericision. That helps stability, 30% for rotated teeth. So just some hints and tips. But I say, if you've gone, I'm pushing the Lux Trio here because if you have got an active memory polymer aligner, you are getting a new aligner every day because you're rejuvenating the force, because it's not viscoelastic in the same way as the done pressure formed plastic. So that's all of them. Essex, the polylaminates such as Zendura. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful and help you manage these persistent vampires draining our energy. Okie doke, cheers.